Welcome aboard. It's a good Saturday, August 21st, I think. Is it 21st? Something like that. This video is going to be sound decibel levels on the Carver with the generator on, and I don't only have the generator on, I have the engine, it's idle. You can actually have conversations over here, but just give you an update. If I just be quiet for a second. 51 to 60 decibels, so 50 to 60 decibels on the fly bridge, which isn't that bad because with it rocking, there's a lot of creaking right now, so there's more noise from creaking because we're out 4 miles out offshore St. Augustine. So 40 to 50 dec 40 to 60 decibels up here, not too bad. Let's go downstairs and let's see how it is. Hopefully I won't fall in the water because it's a little rocky out here. So don't drop my phone. That would be bad. It's an expensive phone too. All right here, and you can say hi to Christy.
Yeah.
Don't go on that thing because it only can hold so much. Okay, so 60 decibels without talking. So 60, and as I'm talking, it goes to 70. So you can actually have a party over here, and it's really quiet. So if you're trying to find a Carver Mariner 350, it's not bad. And let me show you what kind of insulation I have. See how loud it is now? So I got this. I put tape around it. It's insulation. So they're really good. And to give you an idea, the decibel levels down here, like 80. So it's really not bad to have the generator running while, I mean, I could have a couple chairs out here and just relax. It's just a hum. And now let's go inside and see what the decibel levels are inside. I get the air conditioning going in here, and it is rocky. So it's definitely a rocky day outside. We're at 55 decibels. Not bad. So if you're thinking about buying a Carver Mariner 350, do not worry about the sound levels on a boat. For instance, if you have an old Sea Ray that the engines are under the cockpit and it's all one level, well, I've seen videos of them getting insulation underneath there because he said with the generator running, he could never hear anything. So not bad. So would I recommend buying a Carver Mariner 350 based on sound decibel levels? Yes. But if you're thinking about going offshore with a Carver Mariner 350, it has to be a calm day. It's only 3 to 5 feet seas, right, or 2 to 3 foot seas right now. But the the bottom, it's rocking. The bottom is a soft. It's a flat bottom. So keep that in mind. If you had a $30,000 Seakeeper system, and that's a gyro that spins at 7,000 RPMs, well, yeah, that would make sense, and that would fix all the rock. But the problem is this boat's not worth putting a $30,000 piece of equipment in it. That's why I'm not even messing with a Seakeeper system. If I did do that, I would take it out and put it in my next boat. So my next boat is going to be more of a dead rise, like maybe 18 degrees in the back. So offshore it handles better, and maybe even have a Seakeeper system already in there. So we're going to hang out. I'm going to have my pearls of wisdom upstairs in a little bit. I'm actually going to diving, so the next video is a diving video, a hookah diving video. That's going to be pretty cool, so stay tuned for that video. I got a couple coming, so stay tuned. I'm just chilling. Okay, so we made it back to the house. It was a really great day on the water. We went 4 miles offshore, and then we came back into the fort. You saw the sound decibel levels, but this video is really for Joe Williamson, who asked for the specific question regarding the sound decibel levels. Yeah, the sound decibel levels of the boat underway. And I would say if you're worried about the sound decibel levels in a Carver Mariner 350, don't be. If you're worried about buying that boat because of the sound, there's nothing wrong with the sound in the Carver Mariner 350, both being on the deck, actually on the above the engines, with the engines running idle. You can have a conversation. It's not a problem at all because it already comes with like an inch of foam underneath the latch. So if that's what you're worried about, don't worry about it. But I would recommend, what do you want to use your boat for? So let me come out here, outside for a minute. So now we went offshore about 4 miles, and I have to say that the Carver Mariner 350, it's a modified V hull, which means the front of the boat is a V. It's like a dead rise of, it's really good. But at the back, it is flat. It is completely flat. There is no dead rise. There's no 18, 20 degree dead rise. Unless you have a Seakeeper or plan to spend money on a Seakeeper. Now, for those who don't know, a Seakeeper is a gyro that spins at about 7,000 RPM, and it's approximately, I don't know, 2 feet by like 3-4 feet or something, 2 feet by 2 feet. It costs $30,000 for a boat that size. I mean, it's a 37-foot boat that I have for a Carver Mariner 350. And it keeps it stabilized, so the rocking of the boat, and Joe, if you're gonna buy this boat, if you're gonna stay inshore, like if you're on the west coast of Florida, perfect boat to have because there's so many islands you can go to and it won't be a problem. But if you're on the east coast of Florida, where you have to either stay inland or go offshore, it's rocking with 2 to 3 foot seas. So if you're planning to do a lot of offshore fishing or diving, your family's going to throw up. My niece threw up last week. It wasn't that great, for her. So there's some people in your party that won't like the rocking. The door's going to be slamming shut a lot just by you walking up and down. But if you're going to be inland and going to the sandbars, perfect boat. I would say the Carver Mariner 350s were mainly lake boats and inland cruisers. That's what I've said before. That's what the Carver Mariner 350 is built for. It's not really built for the offshore fisherman type. It's more of calm water cruising. It has a lot of space. It's great. And I would say my review of it actually, and Joe, I'm actually going to be selling my boat pretty soon in the next couple months because I'm looking to get into more of an express cruiser that has fishing capabilities, but I can go 50 miles offshore. Here's another thing you got to worry about with Carver Mariners 350, Joe. When you go offshore or go anywhere, if you have gas engines, you're going 10 knots, 8 to 10 knots for 1 miles per gallon. If you want to be on plane going 18 knots, you're going to be guzzling 0.7 miles per gallon tops, because every time I go out, the wind and current's always against me, and it just sucks. So understand that. But all around, that year, Carver Mariner 350, not a bad boat. Yes, there are a few dings against it, and I'm not sure exactly what coast you're on or where exactly you're at, where you're going to be using your boat for. If you're on a lake, buy it, hands down, buy it. If you're on the coast, think about it, because if you buy like my boat is only worth $60,000 to $70,000. It's a 98. You can buy a couple of them for $50,000 up to $90,000. The problem is you got to be very careful about what they've done to the boat and the maintenance. So hopefully they have the maintenance log, as you can see, like with my previous videos, and have done the videos on it. So if you're on the East Coast, hit me up and you actually tour my actually Carver Mariner 350 if you're near Jacksonville. I'll give you a tour of it, show you exactly everything that's going on with it. And if you want detailed information, I can give you all the information, because I'm not only a boater, I actually work on my boat. So Joe, hopefully you work on your boat too. And if you're buying a Carver Mariner 350, you better be working on your boat, because there's a lot of stuff to worry about with it. So I'll leave you with that. Actually, I'm gonna go get my quote of the day. So I'm gonna get my quote of the day, and I'll get back with you guys. Talk to you in a second. Okay, so the quote of the day, I don't know who it comes from. I just randomly picked this out on YouTube, on Pinterest, by the way. It says, "Stop looking for happiness in the same place you lost it." So this comes to a good point today. We were on the water and we overheard the Coast Guard with a distressed boater 20 miles offshore that needed sea tow to get towed back into St. Augustine Inlet. And if that boat would have sank, you don't want to find happiness in the same place you sank your boat. So I don't know, maybe I'm drinking and that's just what I'm thinking about right now. But if you sank a boat, you're never going to want to find happiness in the same mile radius that you lost your boat. You know, you got to find happiness somewhere else. And I think what is that quote? If you do the same things over and over again, expecting a different result, that's insanity. Oh yeah, that's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So, and there was a relay. This boater, I guess there's another boater that was with him, and he's relaying the messages to Coast Guard. So, they were okay. I mean, sea tow came out and eventually towed him in. I mean, 20 miles out. I mean, that's pretty far, but it was a calm day today. It was, I mean, seas were 2 to 3 feet, no weather out there. All the weather was inland, which was good. So if you like these videos, like and subscribe. Oh, and the next couple videos, I'm actually going to be at the boat this week. This whole last week I was supposed to be at the boat doing a few things, but the problem is that it was raining like around 7 o'clock at night. Like 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night, it was just pouring rain over the boat, so I haven't got to the boat yet. But one of the projects I'm going to do is seal. So the Carver Mariner 350s, you have the huge engine compartment at the back of the boat. Well, there is a little bit of exhaust fumes that come into the cabin. So I have this fireproof sealant, basically like what is it called? It's not sealant. Oh, it's sealant. It's the spray foam insulation for fireproofing. So I'm going to go around the edges of the entire bulkhead where all my soundproofing is back there. So I'm going to seal that entire area. I'm not sure exactly where the exhaust fumes are coming into the cabin. I don't know if it's the exhaust coming from the generator out the back of the side of the boat, and then my one AC unit on the side pulls it in. That could possibly be one way it's doing it, but I don't think it's that, because on my trip you could hear my CO2 monitors going off in Lake Okeechobee on the second video I took. So I think just sealing the entire engine compartment with the sealant fire foam stuff, so it'll be good. So if you like these videos, like and subscribe. I'm going to be keeping at it this week, and as you guys always, stay safe. And Joe, it's a good boat, but what do you want to use it for? Remember that. Just look at exactly, and if you're on the East Coast and near Jacksonville, I'll take you out on the boat and we'll show you exactly what the Carver Mariner 350 is all about before you go spending that $60,000 to $80,000 on the boat. So, because like I said, Joe, I'm going to be selling my boat over the next couple months. I'm going to probably list it in a couple months. So you just what are you going to use it for? You got to really think, really write down what are your top 5 to 10 reasons what you want to use the boat for, and is this boat going to accomplish everything for you? Like always, every boat has a single purpose. So if you want a sport fisherman, that's a completely different design. Great boat, great layout, but you know, it's just what you want to use the boat for. So every boat has its purpose, so find the purpose for you. So as always, stay safe and like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Ciao.